Welcome dear students. Now in today's class let us discuss the last exercise, that is fourth exercise of statistic chapter 14.4, first problem. And before going to start this question, let me give the introduction of ogive curve. And here in this exercise we are going to draw the ogive curves for the following data. And what is ogive curve? What is the shape of the ogive curve? And what are required to draw the ogive curves? Let us see. First of all, to draw ogive curve, so let us see. This is the graph paper. You know that x-axis and it is y-axis. Yes, and here on x-axis we have to take the limits or boundaries of the given class intervals, and here on y-axis cumulative frequency should be taken on y-axis. And what are required? Limits and cumulative frequency. Limits are nothing but boundaries, but always you keep in the mind the given class intervals must be continuation classes, exclusive type of classes. Then only we can draw the ogive curve. What would be the shape of ogive curve? Let us see. And in ogive curve, first we start with less than cumulative frequency curve, or that is less than cumulative frequency curve. Less than frequency curve. Less than frequency curve means in less than cumulative frequency curve we start the first value to just we go on adding the results. You know that cumulative frequency, and the value, the curve will be like this. So this is the shape of less than cumulative frequency curve. So which type of curve it is? It is called less than cumulative frequency curve. This is called ogive curve. Always the shape of ogive curve will be S shape. The shape of ogive curve always in the shape of the letter S. And once observe this, this is called less than cumulative frequency curve. This ogive curve is less than cumulative frequency curve, and we get greater than cumulative frequency curve. Less than means ascending order, small to big. Once observe here the shape of ogive curve. In ogive curve we have two shapes. One is, once observe this, what do we call this shape? You know that this shape is called concave shape. What do we call this? Concave shape. You can listen this word in your physics classes. This is concave shape, and afterwards this concave shape is converting into, see here, this is convex. This is convex and concave. Immediately we are getting this shape. What do we call this shape? Convex shape. So finally we can say that the ogive curve is the combination of concave and convex. The shape will be always in S shape. This is less than cumulative frequency curve, and greater than cumulative frequency curve will be like this. This is called greater than cumulative frequency curve. Now we are going to discuss one of the example problems, exercise problem directly. Last exercise, 14th chapter statistics 14.4, the first question. We are going to draw the less than cumulative frequency curve. How do we draw and what are required? Let us see. Here limits are required. Limits should be taken on x-axis, limits, and here cumulative frequency should be taken on y-axis. And here scale also is very important. How to draw the graph? Let us. Yes, this is the data about daily income and number of workers. Daily income 300 to 350 rupees are earning by 14 workers, and 10 workers are getting daily 450 to 500. Now this is the given raw data. You classify the data and prepare the table. What are required to draw a ogive curve? That you should keep in the mind. So to draw ogive curve we require limits, boundaries, we require limits, boundaries, and y-axis cumulative frequency. Let us take here. Yes, daily income is nothing but class interval. Number of workers is nothing but frequency, and here we should take cumulative frequency. This is also called as less than cumulative frequency because we are going to draw less than type ogive curve. Yes, so just to take it down, 250 to 300, 300 to 350, 350 to 400, 400 to 450, 450 to 500. Yes, right there, number of workers, which is called frequency, 12, 14, 8, 6 and 10. Now we are going to draw less than type ogive curve. So we required only less than cumulative frequency. You know that first value no change, second value onwards we have to add the next succeeding frequency. It is 26, 26 plus 8 is 34, 34 plus 6 is 40, and finally 40 plus 10 is 50. Yeah. Now let us start ogive curve. And in the graph paper, you keep in the mind, in the graph paper, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. You know that we have discussed in the introduction of polynomials graph, the last chapter. And here scale is very important. What is scale? Scale is nothing but measurements on x-axis. What should be taken on x-axis? Boundaries. What are the boundaries? Left side. This is exclusive type of classes. Continuous classes. If the classes are continuous classes, exclusive type of classes, the lower limit, left side limits become lower boundary, right side value becomes upper boundary. Now we should take, for less than type, we should take upper boundaries. What should we take here? Upper boundaries. For greater than or greater than cumulative frequency curve, we have to take lower boundary, that is left side. Yes, here this is called limits and it is cumulative frequency. Check the limits first. What are the limits here? 300, 350, 400, 450, 500. So this height of the classes is 50, smallest 300 and the greatest 500. Therefore, here height is 50. So therefore, you take on x-axis 1 centimeter is equals to 50 units. If 1 centimeter is 50 units, we start with the 50 because this length is 1 centimeter. 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, 550. Yes, on x-axis the limits has been taken. Now coming to y-axis, cumulative frequency should be taken. Check the cumulative frequency. What is the lowest value? 12. What is the highest value? 50. Here we have number of lines here. If you take x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit, you required 50 lines. It is not possible at all. So you better to take 5 units. It is very simple for understanding purpose. You take on y-axis. On y-axis 1 centimeter is equals to 5 units. Then it starts with 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 and 55. Yeah, because 1 centimeter is taken as 5 units. To start with the 5s, all 5s. So everything is taken in the graph paper, on the graph paper. Now we have to plot the points. What are the points? Check the limit, first limit. The very first limit is upper boundary. What I say? On x-axis, upper boundary should be plotted. What is the upper boundary of this class? 300. For 300, what is the cumulative frequency? 12. 300 and 12. Both the lines come together, they meet. The perpendicular lines from 300 and 12. For let us take 300 first here. 300 and 12. It is 10. 10, 15. Between 10 and 15, we have 9 small lines. 10 lines up to 20, up to 15, 10 lines. So take 2 lines as 1. Because we have taken 5 units. 1 centimeter is equals to 5 units. In 1 centimeter, how many small lines we have? We have 10 small lines. 10 lines equals to 5. 10 lines equals to 5. But we required 12. It is 10. 10 plus 2. 10 plus 2. We required 2 units. We required 2 means how many lines should be taken? 1 is equals to 2 lines. So 2 means 4 lines should be taken. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it will be. Exactly. Yes. So this is 312. Coming to the second boundary, upper boundary 350. Yes, 350. 14. 14 means this is 12. The next 2 lines. It is 12. 14 means we required. It is 15. Below 15, take second line. Below 15, take second line. Then we get here approximately. Next 350, somewhat here. Next 400. Where is 400? This is 400. And now it is, sorry, it is 26. Cumulative frequency should be taken. So therefore, now 350. What is the upper boundary? 350, 26. It is 350. Where do you get 26? It is 25. It is 25th. 26th means 2 lines. So here we get, now this becomes second point, which is 350 and 26. Now third point, 434. 400. Now it is 35. Below 2 lines, you get 34. So approximately here. Yes. Next 450, 40. 450. Now it is 40 exact value. Already we have exact value. So it is 40. Next 550. It is 550. We have exact value. Yes. You no need to draw this dotted line. You no need to draw this dotted lines. Just for the understanding purpose I have drawn. Now we have got all the points. We have plotted all the values. Just to join with a hand, don't use scale. Only join because it is a curve. Ogive curve, not line. Line means scale. Curve means we have to draw with a hand. See here. What is the shape of ogive curve? S shape. S shape means like this. Already I have told you like this. So you start like this. Now you can draw like this. This is called ogive curve. This is less than cumulative frequency of this dot. Just like this, you can continue with the next questions.